Hey guys, so good evening and welcome to Unacademy. I hope I'm audible and visible to all of you here. Am I audible and visible to everybody here? All right. So guys, today we will continue the discussion for the questions for 2014 where we had left off yesterday. Right, so we will be continuing the discussion from there. Hi Shilpa. So just a few things before we begin the discussion. A lot of new batches have been launched on Unacademy Plus. I have also launched a new batch that basically is for environment and ecology, wherein we'll be covering the various aspects as the means. So those of you who are interested, you guys can join in for the same. Other than that, numerous courses have been launched, and those of you who are interested, you guys can go check out the Unacademy Plus iconic subscription, wherein you are getting no cost EMIs as well, right? So please make sure you guys go and check the same, right? There are various benefits of the same. I'm pretty sure you guys are well aware of that. Also, guys, in case you want to avail a discount of 10% upon subscription, you can use the code UPSC CSE for availing the same, right? Also, guys, now all the free special classes tests also up on the platform. And those of you who want to access those, you will need to use a code. So you can use the code UPSC CSC, right, for availing the same. So those of you who want to access this free content on the website, you will now need a code to access the same. You can use my code, that is S Sharma 10, or you can use the code UPSC CSC to avail or to access the entire content there, right? So that is about it. On that note, guys, let's quickly go on with the discussion and let's start beginning discussing the questions from the year 2014. Right, so yesterday we had go on further and we'll discuss the rest of them, right? So let's go on with question number 11. I guess we had left off at question number 11 yesterday, right? So let's continue the discussion from there. So now let's go on with the discussion coming to question number 11. All right. Now coming to question number 11, what does it say? It says, if you travel through the Himalayas, you are likely to see which of the following plants growing naturally there, right? You are given a few options over here. So which out of the following plants will you see naturally growing there? Firstly, oak. Secondly, rhododendron. Thirdly, sandalwood, right? So you have to select the correct answer using the codes given below. So please choose out of the following as to which one of the following trees will you be most likely able to find growing naturally in the Himalayas. Which one is going to be most naturally found in that habitat? Quickly tell me. So which one is going to be the correct answer for this question here, guys? Quickly answer. Hi Nick, welcome to the session. All right, so going by the answer for this question, the correct answer to this question here indeed is going to be A and not C. See, it was easiest to answer this question on the basis of elimination because sandalwood is one of the most famous trees that grows in the forests in Shishichalam in Andhra Pradesh, right? It is a dry deciduous tree that grows out there, right? So since it is basically growing in the dry deciduous region, so what is it going to be? It is going to be sandalwood, and it is not going to be found in the Himalayas region, right? So it could easily been answered on the basis of elimination here. So if you look at the options also given here, so you will notice that out of these over here, all the options contain three, like option B, C, and D contain three, whereas the only option which does not have three is A. So that is going to be the correct answer. Even if you don't know what oak and rhododendron are, you will still be able to get to the correct answer here, because you can very well be sure of the fact that sandalwood definitely is not going to be there in the Himalayas, right? So that is there. Now going on to the next question, that is question number 12, very easy. What does question number 12 here say? Question number 12 क्या कहता है? Question number 10, 12 कहता है, which of the following are some important pollutants released by the steel industry in India? Right, so steel industry जो है इंडिया में कौन से pollutants out of the following release करता है? Right? Options क्या है? Oxides of sulfur, secondly, oxides of nitrogen, then oxide, rather carbon monoxide, and then carbon dioxide. Right. So, which of the following are some important pollutants released by the steel industry in India? Right. That is going to be the question here. So, quickly choose the answer from the options given here. Quickly choose the option from the options given here. Guys, whenever you get such questions wherein you are given a particular question and you are supposed to answer the same, the best bet that you have out there for answering those kind of questions here is going to be what? It is going to be D, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because whenever we here, right, जब हम लोग इन questions की बात करते हैं, usually जो भी process होगी, it will be responsible for emitting a lot of pollutants, right? जिस भी तरह का combustion होगा या जो भी होगा, वहाँ से it is very very natural के carbon dioxide, sulfur, carbon monoxide, ये सब चीजें जो है release होंगी. That is why the correct answer here is going to be D and not C. The correct answer to this question here is going to be D and not going to be C. Is that clear? Is that understood? The correct answer to this question here is going to be D and not C. All right. So that is there. Please remember this. All right. Now going on further, coming on to the next question here, it talks about question number 13, that is, right? Question number 13 क्या कहता है? Question number 13 कहता है, every year a month-long ecologically important campaign or festival, so to say, is basically held during which certain communities or tribes plant saplings of fruit-bearing trees. Which of the following are such communities or tribes, right? So when we are talking about such communities or tribes, हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? A. Bhutia and Lepcha. B. Gond and Korku. C. Irula and Toda. And D. Saharia and Agaria. Right, so these are the names of the tribes that are given here. So you have to tell the answer for this particular question here. It is a very factual question, a fairly factual question here. So if you would know this, you would know. If you wouldn't, it will be very difficult, right? So every year, a month-long ecologically important campaign or festival is held during which of or by which particular communities here? Quickly answer, guys. What do you think? Even if you're wrong, it's fine. At least attempt the question. Quickly attempt. Any answers, guys? Absolutely right, Pravesh. Absolutely correctly answered. The correct answer to this question here is going to be Gond and Korku. Yes, absolutely right. The correct answer to this question here indeed is B, Gond and Korku. It's actually a very, what do we say, a very factual question that has been asked here. Usually, these kind of questions are not asked, but sometimes they are there. So it is absolutely something that is a fact-based question here, right? So the correct answer to this question here is going to be B, that is Gond and Korku, right? That is there. Hi, Jayashree. The answer is B, Gond and Korku, not A here. All right. Chaliye, now coming on to question number 14, it says, with reference to non-conventional energy sources called coal bed methane and shale gas, consider the with reference to two non-conventional energy sources called coal bed methane and shale gas, consider the following statements, right? First, coal bed methane is the pure methane gas extracted from coal seams, while shale gas is a mixture of propane and butane, which can or only can be extracted from the fine-grained sedimentary rocks. Right. Second statement says in India abundant. कोई बात नहीं प्रवेश. It's perfectly fine, not a problem. आपका फर्स्ट आंसर वैसे भी करेक्ट था एंड वन लिटिल एडवाइस फॉर ऑलवेज फ्रॉम नाउ ऑन गाइस, जो आपका फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में आंसर होता है उसे प्लीज कभी चेंज मत कीजिएगा, क्योंकि यूजुअली द फर्स्ट आंसर इज द करेक्ट आंसर, सो इट्स ऑलवेज बेस्ट टू गो विद दैट, राइट? दैट इज देयर. चलिए, second statement क्या कहता है? In India, abundant coal bed methane sources exist, but so far, no shale gas sources have been found, right? So these are the two statements that have been given to you guys here. Quickly choose the correct option out of these. What is going to be the correct answer? Any, quickly guys answer this question here. Any answers for this question here, guys? What is the correct answer? Quickly choose. Jaldi karo. नो प्रॉब्लम, नो प्रॉब्लम. लाइक एटलीस्ट वट एवर यू थिंक इज द आंसर, आप उसको अटेम्प्ट करने की कोशिश करो, राइट? सो since this is a previous year paper, it's very important for assessing what kind of questions are asked, right? So even if you want to take it as just a practice, at least try. Quickly answer, guys. अब तो आंसर्स आने चाहिए. Since all of you have mostly answered, so let me tell you, these kind of statements are usually there in the paper to confuse you, right? So जैसे इसमें आपको confuse करा हुआ है, that is absolutely both the answers that you guys have given me are incorrect here. इसमें आपकी भी गलती नहीं है because ये काफ़ी difficult questions हैं in that aspect, right? So you have to make sure that whenever you are answering these kind of questions here, right, you are taking into account as to आपसे क्या पूछा जा रहा है, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो जो ये फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट है आपका, दैट इज इनकरेक्ट, राइट? व्हाई इज दिस स्टेटमेंट इनकरेक्ट? बिकॉज प्योर मीथेन नहीं मिलती है, दैट इज इनकरेक्ट, राइट? Also, second statement जो है, in India abundant coal bed methane sources exist but no shale gas is found. That is also incorrect because Krishna Godavari basin is actually very famous for the shale gas deposits there. Right, so that is incorrect. So the correct answer to this question here is going to be D, neither one nor two, right? So please make sure you look out for such discrepancies. चलिए, now this one's actually very interesting. आप लोग ने शायद सुना भी होगा, locally भी इस ये जो discussion है ये बहुत होती है. So it says in India, cluster bean, that is guar की फली होती है, is traditionally used as a vegetable or animal feed, but recently the cultivation of this has assumed significance. Which one of the following statements is correct in this context, right? So in India, cluster bean or guar is traditionally used as a vegetable or animal feed, but recently the cultivation of this has assumed significance. Which one of the following statements is correct in this context, right? So that is what you have to choose. The options that have been given to you here are: A, the oil extracted from seeds is used in the manufacture of biodegradable plastics. B, the gum made from its seed is used in the extraction of shale gas. C, the leaf extract of this plant has properties of antihistamines. And D, it is a source of high quality biodiesel. Right? So what is the use or utility of guar here? Quickly answer. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to answer. जल्दी से answer कर दो. Quickly answer, guys. Did you answer? All right, so no, the correct answer is not D, Pravesh. Not even A here. The correct answer to this question here actually is B. That is, it is actually used for increased extraction of shale gas. So the correct answer to this question here is B. That is, the gum made from its seeds is used as or in the extraction of shale gas. I don't blame you at all for attempting this incorrectly because anybody would have answered it to be D. Because usually सबको लगता है आजकल के context में अगर question है तो biodiesel के लिए होगा, but no, it is for the like for enhancing or increasing the shale gas production, right? तो उसकी enhancement के लिए is your guar used here, right? So I hope this is clear to everyone now. ठीक है? चलिए. Now going on further, coming on to the next question here. That says, that is question number 16. So it says, with reference to the neem tree, right? With reference to the neem tree, consider the following statements. Firstly, neem oil can be used as a pesticide to control the proliferation of some species of insects and mites, right? So that is for neem oil, right? Secondly, it says neem seeds are used in the manufacture of biofuels and hospital detergents, right? Thirdly, third statement क्या कहती है? Third statement says neem oil has applications in, right? So that is basically there, right? So that is about it. So quickly choose the options from the answers given here, or rather choose the answer from the options given here. Quickly answer, guys. All right. So guys, the correct answer for the question here is not D, It's going to be C. That is 1 and 3 only. The neem seeds are definitely not used for manufacturing biofuels as well as for making hospital detergents. It is not used. So yes, absolutely right, Nick. You got this one correct. The correct answer for this question here is going to be indeed C, which is 1 and 3 only. So that is correct. Neem oil can be used as a pesticide to control the proliferation of some species of insects and mites. Right. Third, neem oil has applications in pharmaceutical industry. Correct. Right. Both these statements here are correct. All right. चलिए. Now going on. Yes, absolutely correct. आपने बिल्कुल सही सोचा. Neem oil is definitely not used for manufacturing biofuels, right? It does not have the kind of biomass that can be utilized or channelized for such purposes, right? Absolutely correctly answered. चलिए. Coming on to question number 17, it says, which one of the following is the process involved in photosynthesis? Photosynthesis में इनमें से कौन सी process involved होती है? A. Potential energy is released to form free energy, firstly. B. Free energy is converted into potential energy and stored, right? C. Food is oxidized to release carbon dioxide and water, right? And D. Oxygen is taken and carbon dioxide and water vapor are given out, right? So this is the last option that we have here, right? So please choose the correct option from the answers given to you here. Happens in or during the process of. What is going to be the correct answer, guys? Tell me. So the correct answer to this question here is going to be B. That is, your free energy is converted into potential energy and stored, right? Absolutely right evaluation. Correct. The correct answer here indeed is going to be B, because what is happening here? Free energy जो आपकी sun से आ रही है, that is being captured and it is being stored where? It is being stored in the form of potential energy, right? So that is being converted into potential energy, that is which can be used or which will be utilized later on, right? So that is how we are utilizing the same, right? So that is about it, correct? So that is an important aspect with respect to this thing here, right? So that is pretty much about it. So I hope you guys have understood the same, right? Now going on to the next question here, what do we have here? Now we are talking about question number 18, which is, which of the following statements is or are correct regarding vegetative propagation of plants, right? I'll repeat the question. It says, which of the following statements is or are correct regarding the vegetative propagation of plants? 1. Vegetative propagation produces clonal population. Secondly, vegetative propagation helps in eliminating the virus. Thirdly, vegetative propagation can be practiced throughout or through most of the year, right? So I'll repeat the question yet again. What does it say? Vegetative propagation produces clonal population, firstly. Then vegetative propagation helps in eliminating the virus. And lastly, vegetative propagation can be practiced for most of the year. Right, the options are given to you guys here. Please choose the correct option from the codes given alongside. Quickly answer, guys. Quickly answer the question here. The correct answer to the question number 18 now here is going to be C. That is 1 and 3 only, right? Vegetative propagation in no way is helpful in eliminating the virus. That is not a true situation here. Yes, it produces a clonal population, absolutely correct. It can be practiced throughout most of the year. That is also correct. That is also like the correct statement to be made here. But we cannot say that it can help eliminating the virus. No. Usually disease-free plant varieties can be raised through vegetative propagation by taking the, apices and then making them into multiple copies. That can very well be done. That is correct. But eliminating the virus is not all that easy. आप bacterial or fungal diseases को तो eliminate कर सकते हो. Virus is going to be inside the cell. So that is going to be slightly difficult to do here. So the correct answer here is going to be your answer number, like option number C, right? Now coming to question number 19. Good evening, Ramkumar. It says, along or among the following organisms, which one does not belong to the class of the other three? इन सब organisms में से कौन सा है जो दूसरे organism की class को belong नहीं करता? A crab, B, a mite, C, scorpion, and D, spider, right? So among the following organisms, which one does not belong to the class of the other three? Quickly answer this question here. Hi, Kiwi. Quickly answer. No, it's not a mite. B is not the correct answer. The correct answer to this question here is going to be A. Absolutely right, Kiwi. It is going to be a crab. A crab does not belong to the class of mites, scorpions, and spiders, right? It definitely is not there, right? Arachnids अलग होते हैं, crustaceans अलग होते हैं, right? So these are different classes that are there and different those that are there. So crustaceans are separate as compared to your arachnids, right? So I hope this is clear here. Going on further, coming on to question number 20. Actually, different things. Yes, you're absolutely right. आपका line of thought correct है, Nick. Now, sorry, coming on to question number 20 now, which is going to be the last question for today here. So coming to question number 20, what does it say? It says, consider the following international agreements, right? Consider the following international agreements. Firstly, the International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. Secondly, the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. And thirdly, the World Heritage Convention, right? So these are the three statements or the three international agreements you're supposed to consider. Which of the above has or have a bearing on the biodiversity, right? So which of the above has or have a bearing on the biodiversity? A, 1 and 2 only, B, 3 only, C, 1 and 3 only, and D, 1, 2 and 3, right? Please choose the correct option from the options given here. Quickly choose the correct answer here. It's a very simple question to answer also. So guys, the correct answer to this question here is going to be D, that is 1, 2 and 3, right? All of them do have a bearing on the biodiversity aspect, right? No, it's not going to be A, Kiwi, it's going to be D, because all of them are going to have a bearing on the same, right? You're correct that 1 and 2 will be there, but the third one is also going to be there, right? So all of them do have a little aspect related to how they are going to be impacting biodiversity. So all of them will definitely have a bearing on the biodiversity, right? So yes, both of you are correct in that aspect to a certain extent, yes. But all of them, that is A, B, C, and D, all of them are going to have a bearing on biodiversity, right? So that is going to be the correct answer here, right? So it is going to be D, 1, 2, and 3 here. All right. On that note, guys, I will be continuing with the discussion tomorrow now. We have completed all the MCQs that we had to for today. All right. On that note, guys, in case you still have a doubt with respect to anything, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Same time around 4:15, I'll begin the session tomorrow with you guys. All right. Study well, revise well, and take care. And I hope